Hello and welcome to stage 2 of the Austrian Grand Prix. We're gonna fly into the start of this right away and just get right into the action. A lot of these aren't very difficult. Now I still have, didn't buy any tuning yet, didn't need to. I've got a maxed out principal and I'm on driver level 7. And did that on purpose because this is going to be probably the most expensive Grand Prix because it's so late in the season. You definitely are going to have a maxed out principal, very close to maxed out driver, and maxed out tuning. So do not start this with a new car. If you're just checking if this is the first video you're seeing, do not start this with a brand new car because you're going to end up in a horrible situation where you're going to need a maxed out tuning. I don't even know how you could do that. I was saying this in the first video and I think I made a mistake, but well, I can't go fix it now. There's not enough tunings to get your principal near maxed, so you're just going to spend a whole bunch of extra currency. It's just going to be a nightmare for you. So don't do that. Don't start with a new car. Use a car that you've already won one Grand Prix with, and maybe even do what I did, which is I've got 2 in this one. Now you might say I'm giving up driver XP by doing that, and I don't really care because I'm not going to be getting a whole bunch of cars. It's just, to me, it's just a big waste of gold. All the money I spend on the driver and principal, whatever you need to do to get the Invitational Series open, you nowhere near earn it back. So you just need cars that you can be competitive with and a few tunings. You don't need all the tunings. I've done quite a few videos about this in the past. I'll throw a couple at the end here, but there's sometimes in the time trial competitions, you just have to look at the PR levels and you can tell that they're not necessarily using the tuning that matches the track. So sometimes there's other tunings that will be faster at certain tracks. Just all depends. Like in the 2020 cars, I found that I was faster using the Belgian tuning at Silverstone than I was using the Silverstone tuning. I also did a video where I had a wonderfully fun time using the Italian tuning at Monaco, which is just like the exact wrong tuning because that's literally bull in a china shop tuning because you've got this car that's got ridiculous acceleration, ridiculous top speed, decent grip, and no brakes. So, oh well, you can win in lots of different cars. Well, there we go. First race, really easy race. And you can see I'm doing this in kind of a faster format. Just if you want to see something, pause and you can see it. It's all here. But I'm just going to be flying through this a lot faster. I honestly wish I could do this in the game. Like skip all the annoying in-between screens all the time because all those get annoying. So this is an average speed requirement race. And it could get you in trouble if you go sliding off track a lot. But once you get the kind of hang of this track in this car, you'll be fine. I just find these cars, the 2021 cars, man, are they skittish. And I know probably in real racing, sometimes they're doing that to try to limit the amount of speed that cars are having. Because, you look at some of the old lap records in the older prior years and they were faster. But you also had people dying more often, which we really don't want in actual racing. So I understand why they're doing stuff to slow cars down, but keep it competitive. And so by lowering the grip levels, that does make it more competitive because people just can't drive as fast. You're going to slide out. So anyhow, and there we go. You can see with the PR that I have, this is quite easy. I'm sure it would be even at base PR. I wasn't that much over the PR requirement. Like, it's pretty early in this Grand Prix that I had to start getting tuning, which really surprised me, but it just shows you that this is a really expensive Grand Prix. So like I said, don't start it with a brand new car. You are going to be in a horrible position where you'll be spending loads of extra currency to skip to get your driver level quicker and all that other stuff. It'll be a nightmare for you. So do your research. I'm not even sure if it's possible in a new car because I don't remember if you can skip a principal, like buy extra principal without buying tuning. I don't think you can. So I don't think this is possible in a new car. I could be wrong. Someone let me know and we'll just go from there. As you can see, I don't necessarily care about getting some damage here and there. I kind of like I like kind of stuff like that. I like that you can get a tire smoke in and stuff like that. You might notice in this game that you can never knock body parts off a car, and apparently that's because they don't really want that to happen. Manufacturers, it makes a car look weak. So that's why you can smash a car all you want. And yeah, the windows can break. Some cars you can smash out the side windows. You can smash out the rear window. Can never smash out the windshield, but you can get it full of cracks. And you can do horrendous damage to a car in a race. Like I've had the Audi R8 LMS Ultra. I've had that radiator nuts. I've had the radiator totally smashed. I hate it when that happens. You hit a guy and you go off track. It's because of how I hit him. And that's fine. That can happen in real life too. Alright, so again, not very difficult. You can see all my earnings if you want to. Trying to show you everything, showing you the PR. Oh, I guess I am about right there. I was kind of 2.5 over, something like that. 2.5? Yeah, around 2.5 over the PR requirement. So that is that's giving me an advantage, that's for sure. So it'd be a little bit harder, some of these average speed requirements, but not that much harder. Like, I'm surprised at that one race how hard it was. The race where you had a tailgate for a certain amount of time. Some of these events, like, they don't necessarily, from what I've heard and what I've understood, they don't necessarily have someone who tests the whole event before they roll it out. They kind of have a computer test it. Well, sometimes the computer thinks everything's fine, but it's not fine. I think that's the problem with that drafting event. The computer, we knew exactly where to drive because it's a bot. So the computer test had it driving in the perfect race line. Well, we don't. We're not driving in the perfect race line because we're not bots. Go figure. Oh, you know what I never thought of? Assists. Good grief. Stage 1, race 3. Having all your assists on probably would have made that way easier. Like brake assist, high. Use the worst car. Use the first car you encounter, and probably brake assist high with traction and steering would probably keep you more in line. I might have to try that one of these days. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm a big advocate of no assist just because it makes you faster and it's more fun. But there's the odd time that you need them. When it comes to Indianapolis Motor Speedway and Daytona Motor Speedway, I always use steering assist high. It's very beneficial there. But in other places, I find steering assist high just forces me into race lines I don't want to be in, so I don't use it. In any other place at all, smash and pass. Smash and pass. I do like to smash and pass. Yes, indeed. Easy race. I'm way ridiculously out in the lead. Nothing really is going to happen. I find some of the lighting at this track to be a bit of a challenge. Like, I don't know, it's very controversial. Maybe I shouldn't even mention this, but when they changed all the contrast settings and all that, made it so that I have to have my brightness on my screen just cranked, which is just eating up my battery. Thank you very much. Maybe it was a iOS conspiracy to wear out our batteries quicker. I'm sure other companies do it too. But that sun over there, sunrise sunset, man, that looks really cool in the sky. So there's some pretty nice looking stuff in this game. So sometimes if you're having a long drive and there's nothing going on, you can take some time and check out scenery of the Austrian hillsides. Like, look at that sun. That's pretty incredible, actually. That's pretty cool. Someone spent some serious time on that. And it rolls around kind of like almost like a 3D VR glasses in some ways, the way the sky moves around. Boy, could you guys imagine playing this game if you had a VR headset? That would probably make me enjoy driver view. Oops, I screwed that up. I sometimes do that hoping to have a nice figure 8 pattern. I didn't. Oh well. That's the end of that stage. Here's some stuff you might find interesting, playlist link, etc., etc. Please like, please subscribe, and join me for some more. Bye-bye.